guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be testing out 10 TikTok hacks that have completely taken over my For You page. So we have everything from quick little cleaning tips to deep cleaning to hacks that will actually save you money. And all of these are complete game changers, or at least that's what TikTok says. And I will let you know exactly what I think, which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. Hopefully they're all winners. And stay tuned for the end because I also am gonna share a cleaning hack that saves you a lot of money. And as for my hair, what I'm doing here, this is actually an accidental hack that I happened upon the other day when I was in a rush. I found like the quickest way to give your hair like that nice beachy wave curls, and this takes like 10 minutes and it's really no work at all. So if you haven't seen my Instagram, I did share it over there. I think I also shared it here on YouTube, so whatever platform you're on, definitely check it out. I love this little hairstyle. It's so fun. This is not a hair tutorial video. We're gonna get into cleaning. Let's do this. I wanna hear you say Okay, so for this first hack, all you're gonna need is a little Scrub Daddy sponge and then whatever dish soap you have on hand. This is going to save a lot of money, especially if you're using the Power Wash spray. Dish soap goes a lot further. I feel like it will help the Scrub Daddy sponge actually hold more soap, and then it'll just stretch it and go further. And I'm also gonna share a few little Scrub Daddy hacks that I know because I just love Scrub Daddy sponges so much. So I think this is gonna work best if I warm up the sponge, because if you don't know, when the sponge is dry or it's cold, it's harder and more abrasive. And if it's warm and wet, it's a lot softer and like easier to get in like nooks and crannies. So I'm actually gonna warm up the sponge so that it'll start to absorb the soap a lot better. Okay, so you can see the sponge is nice and pliable now. You're actually going to press it up against your Scrub Daddy and just slowly squirt it out and let it kind of absorb deep into the sponge. Not so much that it drips. You can see like there's nothing on top now. And you see it's just like completely submerging into the sponge. All right, let's clean. Let's see how far this one sponge will go. You know, the mouth of the Scrub Daddy actually can fit in utensils really nicely, so you can get like a really good clean on your utensils. Okay, so we did all those dishes and there's still so much soap left over. That's amazing. And there's still even enough to scrub my sink out without any more soap. This is not like a groundbreaking hack, but this would save you a lot of money over time because you're just having to buy way less soap because you're having to use a lot less soap. I also love this little Scrub Daddy holder. It just holds it in the perfect spot and it always has a home, which it looks really nice then. So a final hack for Scrub Daddy before we move on to hack number 2 is when your Scrub Daddy is really soft like this, it's going to be harder to get that abrasive stuff on your dishes, on your walls, on your surfaces, whatever you're using your Scrub Daddy for. So all you need to undo that and make it more kind of work a little harder for you is just get a little bowl of ice and cold water and you soak it in there for just a second and it gets way harder. So let me just submerge the whole thing so you could see. You could see like how soft and squishy it was. It's so much more abrasive right now, like so much tougher. So this is just a quick hack. If you're, you know, working on like hard baked on messes, or if you're scrubbing your stove or something, nice and hard, it's holding its shape. Put it back under warm water and just like that, it's soft again. All right, hack number 2 is laundry stripping. Now I have personally done this for years, so I can attest that this is so important and it makes such a huge difference, but this belongs in this video because you definitely see this on TikTok, very viral. Honestly, it just works so well. So I'm excited to show you guys again how to do this if you haven't already. So these are my son's clothes. They just came out of the dryer, so they are freshly washed and cleaned, and I'm gonna show you how much the washing machine misses. This to me is almost like a version of of slow vacuuming for your clothes. Like you want to give the detergent and all the things time enough to work on your clothes. So that's what we're gonna do here essentially. And this is also kind of like slow cooking, like it takes a while to get done. Your part of it really only takes a few minutes. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into like a bathtub. You can also do this in the washing machine. I just always do it in the tub. But what you're gonna do is soak baking soda, washing soda, and some laundry detergent in with really, really hot water. And then you're gonna dump your clothes in there and let this sit for a couple of hours. And it'll be gross to see how dirty the water looks at the end. And your clothes will feel a lot better. They won't feel so stiff. They just will smell good. It's so many good things. You can do this with your towels, with your sheets, with your clothing. It's all good. Once you get enough water in there that it's really submerged pretty well, you just want to use some kind of stick. I use like a broom usually if I can, just because the water is pretty warm. It's not too hot to touch, but this way you can really just kind of agitate it. For the next couple of hours, I will just leave it in here, come back, and agitate it a little more, and you'll see very quickly how the water just gets darker and darker. And in a few hours, once it's all done, we'll drain it, we'll put it in the washer, we'll wash it on a good cycle, and then you can carry on with your life as usual. Number 3 is dishwashing tablet shower cleaner. I'm personally a little bit apprehensive about this one. I just don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll see. So I do have some gloves on. They're labeled bathroom. I just have these powder detergents. This is from Blue Land. Don't know that it matters what kind of detergent pod you have, but I believe it just needs to be a powder one. And then I have my trusty Scrub Daddy sponge, the MVP all the time, and then just a bowl. We're basically going to fill up the bowl with warm water, and then I guess you want to press your detergent pod into your sponge as best you can. Let this kind of warm up a little bit in the warm water, and then just start scrubbing. We'll see. Let me know if you guys have tried this one and if it works well for you. Or if you haven't, leave your vote now if you think it's gonna work. I'm like 5 out of 10, we'll see. All right, we're gonna start with the glass, and I'm gonna show you an up close shot to see how much soap scum and everything is on here. You see the tab in there? Oh my goodness. So this is really just to dry it off. All right, that looks really good, but the real way to tell is to do it on the tough tile. Okay, actually this is working like crazy well. I usually have to sit and scrub this, use like a bunch of stuff, and this is taking it right off. All right, hack number 4. We'll see. I'm a little apprehensive on how well it's gonna work again, but I'll share it because it's viral on TikTok. So I have some slime. This is just Elmer's goo. I will link this one. It's like under $4. You can also make your own slime. I'll put on the screen here a little recipe if you want to make your own slime. Now this came in 2 different options. This came in the clear option that I have here, and it also came in a colorful glittery option. I like the idea that I'm not going to be spreading glitter everywhere or like getting any color on anything. I don't necessarily know if that would happen, but I'm a little worried about that. With this, I think it will be nice that there's no color or anything like that to it. However, it's probably gonna get looking really gross. So that's one little downside to it. But basically, we're just gonna take this off, and we are actually going to clean our air vents with the slime. So here we go. If you don't do this very often and there's kind of caked on stuff, then you're better off to just regularly clean it. I still think if you clean your air vents like not all the time, which I'm guessing most people don't, I would probably pass on this one, but I do have a good idea for this. Okay, so that hack I would not recommend. So if you clean your vents often, high five to you, then this would be great. If not, then I think this is more for just like any kind of like everyday dusting. But I feel like it would be really great for something like your keyboard or things that you don't really want to spray, because then it just kind of picks everything up. This is picking up like tons of little dust and hair particles in the keyboard. Just keeps on going. So I would recommend it for cleaning your keyboard or like little things like that, but not so much your vent covers. Here's a hack that hasn't gone viral on TikTok yet, but you could give this to your kids and just tell them to go dust around your house and they'll think it's fun. And then you don't even have to do the dusting. So future TikTok hack, there you go. Hack 5 is all about steaming your microwave with a lemon, which I feel like a lot of people know about this, but if you don't be sleeping on this one, it's good. So all you need is a bowl, some water, and a lemon. We're just going to slice up this lemon. Oh, it smells so good. Add all of that right into your bowl. Fill it with some water. And then we're gonna pop this in our microwave for about 5 minutes. So I do clean our microwave somewhat regularly, but we do have like stuck on food bits and everything that I'd have to sit here and like scrub out, but this is gonna do the work for me. 5 minutes and start. And we'll be back in just a minute. All right, moment of truth. You can see how like steamy it is in here. Be careful, the bowl is hot. Now you literally just wipe everything down, no scrubbing at all. And probably my favorite thing about this hack is that it actually makes your microwave smell good, which I don't know who's ever said that. Not unless you've done this hack. You may sometimes want to use like a damp rag, but sometimes you don't even need that. Sometimes like the steam is just enough, but I just love it. It cleans, it takes out all the work for you, and it makes your microwave not smell so stinky even after it's clean. You know what I'm talking about? So, and then to clean the glass plate, you can even just dip your rag into the hot lemon water bowl, wipe it down, and you're good to go. And a few minutes later, not a lot of effort later, your microwave is good to go. All right, this one is as weird as it gets, but what you're gonna do is pour some baking soda into your toilet bowl. Then you're gonna pour cola into the toilet bowl. Then we're gonna wait 30 minutes, scrub it out, and supposedly this works like a charm. We'll see. It looks really weird. All right, moment of truth. It's so weird. Okay, so this actually worked. And at first I was like, I just don't know like what the benefit is gonna be, because I don't think it's gonna work any better than a regular cleaning solution. However, there were some spots at the very bottom of our toilet that I just couldn't seem to get out. And so I don't think this is something that you need to do all the time. Like, don't be dumping all your Coke down your toilet, but if you have like a stubborn spot, I definitely think it's worth a try. Do it with the Coke and the baking soda. I've tried just the Coke before and it didn't have the same effect. So try it with those two combined. And I feel like that will get rid of like maybe if it's hard water stains or things like that. Give it a shot. So this one gets my seal of approval. Baseboards are one of the most overlooked cleaning areas in our home, but I have a hack I think will work really, really well. So you're gonna grab a dryer sheet. A lot of us have these. I actually don't use them, I usually use like either wool balls or nothing, but you can pick these up for a couple of dollars. And you're literally just going to wipe this along your baseboards. If your baseboards are needing a deeper clean, you can go ahead and deep clean them and then do this step. But what it's going to do is not only pick up the dust that's on your baseboard, but it's also going to leave behind a little coating that's going to then repel any dust for future, so you don't have to clean them as often. There you go. The proof is in the dryer sheet. This next hack is the perfect and affordable way to deodorize your drawers and keep them smelling really good. I specifically like this for dressers, and the nice thing is you can really customize this to whatever scent you like. So all you're gonna need is some of these. I just have packs of these. They come in a bunch of different sizes. They're the things that you put on the bottom of furniture. They're sticky on one side and they're kind of like felt on another, and they come in different colors, different shapes, different sizes. pick whatever one you don't think you're gonna use on your furniture and stick them in your drawer. What you're gonna do is you can either use essential oils or your favorite perfume or cologne. So for my drawers, I'm gonna use my favorite perfume, and for the other drawers, I'm probably just gonna use this peppermint essential oil. Put a few sprays on each one, and then you're just going to open up your drawer and put it right on the side, and you're good to go. And then the nice thing is eventually this scent will go away. You can just easily respray it or add a little bit more essential oil. I know this is not quite a cleaning hack, however, it does make your clothes smell better, and honestly, smells are a huge part of making your home feel clean and smell clean, so I'm gonna count it. Hack number 9 shares a way to unclog your drains. I'm pretty sure that Kyle's drain is forever going to need to be unclogged with his beard hair that he trims all the time right over the sink. Now I absolutely know how to unclog the drain. I use that little fishing tool. It's disgusting. If there's a way to get that little tool out of my life, I am so here for it. So what the hack says to do is to pour some baking soda, of course, and salt into your drain and then flush it out with boiling water. I have the boiling water heating up in the kitchen, so I'm about to go grab that, but let's pour this down the drain and test it out together. Now, to be fair, this drain is not completely clogged right now, but it is starting to stop up a little bit because I did unclog it a little bit ago. Here it goes. It looks clogged. Okay, so it definitely seemed like it was doing something, and it looks like it might work. However, because it was not completely stopped up, knock on wood, right now, I don't have a clogged drain completely. So I will have to test this out later, but if you have a clogged drain and you're able to try this, because I feel like everybody has baking soda and salt and boiling water at their house right now, try it out. Let me know in the comments if it works with an actual clogged drain, but it seems very promising. On to hack number 10. All right, we are on to the final hack. I do have that bonus hack that I'll share right at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But as for the viral TikTok hack, I'm gonna be using a Swiffer to mop my walls. Now, I've actually done this trick, but I typically do like a mop and bucket, but this time I'm using my Swiffer, and it actually gives me a great opportunity to share this with you guys. So these are something I got a while ago. They are reusable Swiffer. I don't know if they're officially Swiffer, but they at least work with a Swiffer. They are reusable Swiffer pads. So the nice thing is you just buy these once and then you toss them in your wash and you're good to go. You don't have to like keep rebuying the Swiffer pads. Also, I feel like they just do a better job because they are actual fabric versus just a throwaway piece of cloth. So what we're gonna do is actually just get this fully submerged, fully wet with warm, warm water. Drain it out a little. Then to attach it, you just Velcro the snaps on the side and it's totally secure. Now, if you don't have a reusable Swiffer pad, it's fine, but I would suggest getting some type of microfiber mop. That way you're not having to get out the step stool or stand on a risky chair trying to sprawl out and wipe down your walls. So all you're gonna do is wet your Swiffer or wet your reusable mop pad, and then we're gonna mop the wall. It's so easy. And actually, if you don't have a reusable mop pad or you even don't have a reusable mop, but you do have a Swiffer, if you look right here on your Swiffer, you have these little holes right here that typically that's where you'd put like the paper one. You can just use a damp microfiber cloth and wrap it around and then press it into these holes on all the edges, and you have your own little reusable mop pad. But since I have these, this is what I'm gonna go with. You can do long spans of the wall, and of course you can get really high up, which is the most convenient part of it. When it runs out of water, just run it under the tap and you're good to keep going. All right, so those are the 10 hacks that I tried out from TikTok. I was a fan of most of them, and some of them I just think I need a little bit more time to try out, but it's always amazing to try these hacks because they really are hacks. Like, they save you time, or they save you money, they save you something, or they even just save you effort. Whatever it is, I'm all about saving something and just making life a little bit easier. So if you have tried some of these hacks, let me know in the comments. And if you have tried other TikTok or other cleaning hacks that weren't mentioned, please leave them down in the comments. I'd love to try out some more. Let me know if you guys like this type of video or if you like more of the traditional videos that I share on my channel. Either way, I would love to hear your feedback. And then as for my bonus hack, I'm gonna share how to make your own DIY dishwashing detergent. This is not going to be anything that takes a lot of time. It's not one of the ones where you have all these little pieces that you have to let dry and all the stuff. This is just a powder. You're gonna use 1 tablespoon in each load. And then if you want to help with like any cloudiness, you're just going to add in some vinegar into the rinse aid section of your dishwasher. So I'm gonna pop my reel up here on the screen so you can go ahead and watch, but basically you're just going to add 1 cup of citric acid, 2 cups of baking soda, 4 cups of washing soda, 40 to 60 drops of essential oils. It's super quick and easy to make. You just mix it up, put it in an airtight container, and you're good to go. And it's so much cheaper than buying dishwashing tablets or dishwashing soap, and all you have to do is just scoop it in and you're good to go. So I hope that helps you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.